bike. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Country Boy, and this is my 2020 Challenger. Today we're going to take a ride and we're going to talk about the CRT-V1 Lloyd's Garage Challenger 2. Let's ride. A lot of people are wanting to know, okay, look, is the tune worth it? Does it do things for the bike, like smooth out the throttle, increase the performance of it, and make, you know, I can't tell you the ones and zeros stuff when it comes to the program. I can just tell you what it feels like when I fire it up and I hit the throttle. Yes, that's a reference to Tropic Thunder. It is that good. It's really incredible. They've smoothed this thing out, and it feels stronger. There feels like there's a quicker response, yet still smooth in the throttle. I don't know how they've done that, but they, you know, because my first thought was, I wonder if they're just going to make it a little bit of a rain mode in everything, so that you have to put more throttle and it smooths it out. And that is not the case. It still bites, but it doesn't jerk, and it doesn't feel like that zero boom kind of thing. It's not that at all. It really is much smoother, and I'm very happy with it, and I have no trouble giving an endorsement for this product to you know, everybody else, and that's the thing. I don't like uplifting things out of, you know, some emotional high on it. That's one of the reasons why I've taken so long, because I've been very pleased with it, but I want to be grounded in my comments, and because I don't want people spending their hard-earned money on something that's not going to work, or give them, you know, the improvement that they're hoping for. I really believe this product does. I think it does. If you've got a Challenger and you want to improve it, that's probably the cheapest thing on the market that you can do that's going to make that big of a positive difference in the response and performance of this bike. So get her done. I'm going to stop right here. I don't have any traffic coming. Okay. Throttle's completely off. I'm barely rolling. See, there's no lag. When you come back on the throttle, it's so smooth, it doesn't give you that jerk, you know, that whiplash feeling like it did before. That makes me really, really happy. That was probably the biggest gripe I had with the bike out of the gate. That, and then the handlebars, which I do going into it, I was going to replace them. But that part of it just annoyed me, and Lloyd's has figured that out. The other side to this is, if you're not going to have an Indian dealership take your ECU out, go to Lloyd's, and that's with a Z, not an S, LloydsGarage.com, watch their 3 videos, and follow their instructions to a T. This shipping these days is just really screwy, so don't make it hard on the guys. Bubble wrap the crap out of the thing, put it in the box, and you got to write, you know, your name and I think the VIN number, or last 4 or 5 numbers of the VIN number on there. Follow the instructions. It'll tell you what to do. And also you have to put in a return shipper. Now that was the thing. I went to FedEx. I walked into a FedEx facility, and they for some reason cannot give me an overnight shipper and an overnight return shipping, and put the shipper, you know, put the return in the box. They just couldn't do it. I had to go home. I had to make an account. Not on the app either, by the way. You have to go on FedEx.com, make an account, and buy a to and return shipper all in one there. It was a pain in the butt, but I got it, dealt with it, followed their instructions, and then I sent it myself. I actually made it a signature drop off, so I knew when it got there, and I knew somebody, you know, had received it. Then within 48 hours they had it done and shipped it the next day. So basically less than a week I got it back, and that was actually during riding season. I'm sure the more popular it becomes, the longer it's going to take, but you know what, I'd do it over the winter. Maybe, you know, ride your bike now, and if you're, you know, going to park it for a little while in the winter, then just take it out. It's easy to take it out. Don't be intimidated by that. Just got a couple things to move out of the way, pieces of plastic stuff in there to manipulate out of its little hole, and there you go. But I just bubble wrap the crap out of that thing, and you will get, when you go online and pay for it, they'll send you an email with the paper that you have to print off and fill out and put in the box along with the shipper. I'm just stressing that because they made a point in the video that they're not that pleased with people sending it themselves, because so many people screw it up, and shipping is that ridiculous right now. Okay, so bottom line is, the tune is a 2 thumbs up situation. It really improves the performance and the smoothness of the throttle. The bike feels just a little bit more gutsy to me. I think it's a very, very good, cheaper alternative than the cam job, which to me is just not impressive at all, with a measly 3% increase. For the money, no, heck no. So nevertheless, guys, I think this is one of the best improvements you can make on the motorcycle that actually make it better. Yeah, we have our handlebars and our lights and our windshields and our toe pegs and crash bars that can be customized and make the bike look nice. This thing makes the bike perform better. It makes the thing, it just growls down the road. I love it, and I'm really, really happy with this. And I'll tell you what, you gotta be careful with this thing, because it can hit 100 right now. Alright, I'm back to the barn. Do what you can, let the rough end drag, baby. Peace!